Database Builder Part 1. In this video, we will demonstrate how to create a new project and connect to a device. From the System Manager, double-click on the Database Builder icon. The first dialog shows a list of available projects that you can select from. On the left side, you are presented with 4 options to start. Click on New Project and name it Alpha Monitoring. Enter new credentials to use as your personalized administrative account. For every new project, the Database Builder automatically creates a default admin username as well. Several predefined user groups are available to choose from. Select the Administrator's User Group. Remember, only usernames with administrator privileges have the ability to change configuration parameters from the Sinolta tools. Enter your email address and cell phone number if you are planning to send alarm notifications via text or email. The default profile allows all notifications to be sent 24/7. Modbus Master. The first wizard allows us to select and configure a master protocol to connect to a field device. To set up a Modbus connection, select Modbus Master Device and click Next. Give this master device a name and set up the station address to 100. You have a number of options for your connection type. Let's use TCP, as most of the new Modbus devices use a TCP connection. Enter the IP address and port number if you have this information, and then click Next. Click on the Add button to add a new request group. Request groups are used to scan a group of points with one scan interval. The default parameters are set for scanning Modbus holding registers every 5 seconds. Let's change the interval to 1 second and create 116-bit integer points. Each device can be configured to have multiple request groups with specific point mapping and polling configuration. Click on the Add button to create another request group for digital points. Change the request type to Read Input Status. Change the interval to 500 milliseconds and create 100 digital points. Click OK. Now our Modbus 1 device has 2 request groups, each with 100 points. Click Next to continue. You are asked if you want to add another device. Click No for now. On your left, you can see a tree view with several branches in orange. As shown in the top legend, orange indicates that the database has been changed. From the Devices branch, we can see the 2 request groups that we just created. Right-click on the Modbus 1 device and select Edit to see the device configuration parameters. As you can see, most of the fields are automatically populated, so you don't have to change much. While the wizard is open, select one of the request groups. The wizard automatically switches to the selected object. Note that each request group has its own polling configuration parameters shown in the Polling tab. From the Tree view, change the wizard's focus to the second request group. From the Mapping tab, you can see the newly created points and their Modbus register addresses. The tag name and other point properties are easily changed from the Database Builder. Start the project. We just finished creating a Modbus master with 200 points. Let's run this project and see the results. The project now needs to be validated, saved to our computer, then published to the online server. Click on Validate All and OK to validate all changes. The validation process ensures that there are no configuration errors, like duplicate tag names or missing parameters. From the File menu options, click on Save Offline. The project is now ready to publish. Click on Publish to Local Server to send our saved changes to the online server. The next pop-up is a reminder to publish other configuration files that may have been changed by other Sinolta tools before starting the project. Click Yes to start the project. Open the System Manager and wait for the project to be highlighted in green, indicating that it has finished startup and is running. We can now look at the result of our configuration changes from the Real-Time Viewer. Double-click on the Real-Time Viewer icon to open it. Enter the username and password that you created for this project. Select the newly created project and click OK. The home screen shows a default message with instructions on how to create a new HMI screen. From the Windows pull-down menu, select the Object List. The Object List pane shows a tree view that allows us to navigate through all database objects. Under Devices, we can see the Modbus device with 2 request groups that we created earlier. To view the points, expand the Points branch, select By Device, and expand the Modbus device and the first request group. This is a list of the analog points that we just created from the database builder. Select 10 points, and from the right-click menu, create a new custom view and name it Modbus View. Now, drag and drop the floating window to the center docking hotspot to see the points. This computer is not currently connected to a Modbus device, so all points are highlighted in yellow, indicating that they are offline. If you connect your computer to a Modbus device, these points will update in real time with a white background. Navigate to the second request group and drag and drop a few digital points into this view. From the Windows pull-down menu, select Custom Views. You can see the new tabular custom view that we just created. Let's set up a view to monitor the properties of the Modbus device and the request groups. From the Object List, right-click on the device name and create a new custom view to see its properties. Right-click on the 2 request groups and create a custom view to see the request properties. From here, we can change the polling interval for both Modbus request groups to 2 seconds. These online changes are immediately in effect and are automatically saved to the online database. Configuration changes. Open the database builder and take a look at the request group polling parameters. Comparing the values of the offline parameters in the database builder and the online parameters in the real-time viewer, we can clearly see that these 2 databases are out of sync now. This is because the real-time viewer stores its online changes in the online database, and Database Builder stores its configuration changes in the offline database. Using the Database Builder, let's now make further changes to the offline database. Select the first Modbus analog point. From the Logging tab, enable the data logging and set the real-time trend to 1 second and historical trend to 5 seconds. From the Alarm tab, add a high alarm with 2 seconds delay and set the alarm group name to Test. Let's validate these new changes, save them offline, then publish them to the online server. Click OK to publish all changes from other Sinolta tools. The system detects that the project is running. Click Yes to stop the project so we can publish the changes. This will take a few seconds. One of the unique features of the Sinolta Database Builder is that it allows us to synchronize online and offline databases by tracking online changes and merging them into the offline database. Once the online server stops, we are given the opportunity to merge the 2 databases. Selecting Yes will merge all of our configuration changes into one database. Selecting No will overwrite the online configuration with the offline. Click Yes. Sinolta also gives the option of retaining the last point values from before the project was stopped. Using the latest point values during the next start avoids generating unwanted alarms or dips in the historical trend data. The blue play icons allow you to see the online changes since the last publish. Select both configuration and value changes and then click OK. The next pop-up window shows where the list of the merged properties are stored. Now click Yes to start the project. Check the running status of the project from the System Manager. Once the project background color changes to green, go back to the real-time viewer. The real-time viewer lost its connection to the server when the system restarted. Click OK and reconnect to the project. From the Windows pull-down menu, select Column Chooser. Click anywhere on the Modbus view to take the focus to this window. From the Column Chooser pane, select Logging and High Alarm options, and click Apply to see the data logging and high alarm properties online. Note that both offline changes that we made to the point and online changes that we made to the request groups have retained their values. Please watch Part 2 to learn more about the advanced features of the Sinolta database builder.